Hi everybody, it's me, Jeremy. I'm here from Red Beans Recording, and I wanted to tell you that my pick for 2023 is the Elektron Syntakt. I think it's the second year in a row that I've picked this, and the reason is it just keeps giving. It keeps providing value. It's a great little groove box. It does analog and digital stuff. It has enough variety to the sounds that it keeps me engaged. And if I need drums, if I need synth sounds, or if I need something to process incoming audio along with that, like modular, I can process it through analog effects, and also I can sidechain it. So I've been using it for live performances. I've been using it for a lot of demos. I just keep on coming back to it. It's probably my most used Elektron box since I've gotten it, and it's going to continue to stay that way until they come out with something better. That's it for me. Again, Elektron Syntakt 2023, baby. I love it.
Hi everybody, Midlife Synthesist here, and if you've been to my channel before, it will come as no surprise to you that my Gear of the Year pick goes out to the MPC XSE. I've had quite a few of the modern MPCs over the years, starting with the original Live, then the X, then the Live 2, and finally the XSE. In the past few years, it's expanded far past its roots as a dedicated sampler and fairly simple MIDI sequencer, and it's added a slew of great new synthesizers, like the Jura, Fabric XL, piano and electric piano plugins, audio effects like the Air Flavor Pro and Air Delay Pro, as well as beefed up the sequencer with some awesome new features like ratcheting and probability. The MPC has always been a favorite of mine, but the XSE, coupled with the last few updates and plugins, have become the heart and soul of my studio and my workflow. If you're looking for flexible and fun music making outside of a computer, definitely check out the MPC One Plus, Live 2, or XSE. Thanks a lot to Perfect Circuit for having me again, and thank you for watching. Have a great week. See you next time.
Hello. Thank you to Perfect Circuit for inviting me to their Gear of the Year end of year video. Happy holidays to everyone. I hope your year has been great and packed full of good gear, interesting patches and nice music. And for me, something I've really loved playing on this year is the Intellijel Cascadia. It's a fantastic synthesizer that's as East Coast as it is West Coast. It's kind of a full modular system, ARP inspired. There's a little element of a kind of booklet easel in terms of how I like to play it. And I've paired that with the internal effects management where you can come in and out of pedals with the T-Rex Replicator Junior. Let's check out what's happening and we'll perform a bit and create some music. So a super quick overview of this patch. I'll do a really kind of fulsome demo of the whole thing over on the DivKid YouTube channel. Have Cascadia here with the T-Rex Replicator in the effects. Have two voices. The first of which is a 7-step sequence that plays a mixture of waveforms with some modulation on the oscillators. Really lovely blend of more East and West Coast style sounds. With some opposing modulation where the filter opens when the folder doesn't. Almost like a seesaw of stepped random, creating this kind of layered feeling to that voice. The second voice is a simple triangle wave, with some mixed modulation and lots of performance kind of utility controls here. And all of this goes through the T-Rex Replicator. Which just sounds gorgeous. So fulsome overview over on the DivKid channel, and the performance and some music created with this patch. Thanks Perfect Circuit for having me over. Happy holidays everyone. Let's just play out with this because I really can't stop playing with Cascadia.
Hello, my name is Jorb. I love gear. If you know me from my channel, cool. If you don't, you're just a Perfect Circuit enjoyer, then rock and roll. Nice to meet you. My good buddy Bryce from Perfect Circuit asked my favorite piece of gear this year, and I tried to like simplify what I was thinking about. The thing that I like constantly feel like, you know, the most happy that it exists is this, the Roland S1. It represents a few things that I'm really, really excited about. Polysynths, I think I said it, I think I was wearing the same flannel, and I think I said it in the last Perfect Circuit sort of recap video. Polysynths are like the instrument style, I guess, that I'm excited about the most often. They're the most versatile. They end up getting used by me more than anything else, right? And here's one that is, you know, like has the modern convenience stuff figured out. It's battery powered, USB-C, totally portable, like tiny and light, but does the like first principles instrument stuff that I care about. It's analog synthesis, or I suppose virtual analog and emulation of analog synthesis within the bounds of like the SH-101, and that to me is just as straightforward and just as simple as it needs to be for me to be really, really fast to make sounds and change sounds. It has built-in effects. I think that's super important for something to feel finished. You know what I mean? A sound to fit in a mix of other things. When I think about what I'm excited by in terms of like the modern instrument landscape, from big companies specifically, like Roland, I'm excited by stuff that's affordable but recognizes what makes it a good instrument and doesn't sort of leave out any of the stuff that does. It has built-in effects that are really good, it has hands-on controls, and it's using the same technology as some of the more expensive stuff they put out. It's, for me, one of a few perfect scenarios for a modern piece of music tech. And I'm happy it exists. It's one of the things I find myself grabbing when I look at my shelf of God knows how many things, and I just want to grab something to have a quick synth voice. This is one more often than I really expected it to, and more often than a lot of other things. So there you go. My name's Jorb. I love gear. That really does include the Roland S1. Perfect Circuit, thanks for including me in this video. And you, oh viewer, enjoy whoever is next. I don't know who they are. They're probably wonderful. Thank you so much.
As music producers, it's sometimes easy to forget that the gear that is most important to us is probably just the gear that we use the most. And weirdly enough, I didn't think I would recommend this product in 2023, but I bought the OP1 Field. And the obvious reason why I love the OP1 Field is because I'm a middle-aged Swedish hipster who just love expensive Apple toys. Joking aside, I do really find it useful, and here's just some music that I've made with it.
angående det illamående som drabbat henne hårt under graviditeten. Läkaren, en äldre och erfaren person, håller hennes medicinska hand.
I wouldn't recommend OP1 Field to most people, and that's simply because it's really expensive. But if you're looking for a super portable synthesizer drum machine sampler with a built-in radio, and if you're looking for something that is just super accessible to have with you on the go, pull up on your kitchen table, making some music whenever, this is just it. I have a lot of portable synths, and I think this is by far the best one, but it does come at a very high price. Now, while I've had a ton of fun with OP1 Field, beside the price, it's also a quite frustrating device. Watch my longer video on it if you want to know more. But it's frustrating because the workflow, while fast and kind of immediate, it's also a little bit difficult because there's no undo functionality, and you record everything to digital tape, and it's very destructive. But that's also kind of the fun part. That's the limitations that kind of brings something extra out of you. At least it does for me. So if you should buy it or not, I can't say, but it's my favorite of 2023.
Hey everyone, Trovarsi here. It's beautiful. I'm outside. I'm taking advantage of this SoCal weather, but I'm here to tell you about my pick for 2023 for Perfect Circuit, which is the Precision Disruptor by Anti-Kulture. This is a generative Eurorack sequencer with controlled randomization. Yeah. Lots of functionality, lots of control with the sliders, buttons. The sequencer is amazing, really. So yeah, let's go in the studio and get into it. All right, so what we have here is the Precision Disruptor. It's a generative Eurorack sequencer. It relies on controlled randomization to create melodies and rhythmic patterns for you. So really there's not enough time in this video to show you all the crazy awesomeness that this module can do, but I'm going to show you a few of my favorite features that really stand out for me to make it my pick for this year. All right, so I'm gonna stop this for a second. 16 steps, as you saw it was going through. There's 16 patterns, accents, slides. Here's the keyboard. Lit up here is the root note. Here is the bass octave, if you will. I can add an octave. It's going to only play those 2 octaves. If I add that, it's going to play all 3. I can quickly remove notes from the scale, and I can quickly change my root note, right, from the scale. Now, I'm just kind of taking you through this real quick before I get into the jam, because if you pop over to Anti-Kulture's website, there's some really good detailed videos there. I'm going to be doing a more extensive video on this. But yeah, I just want to dive into the fact that you can shift the whole pattern by simply going to shift, boop, 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 boop. You can change the swing, all the fun things that you can do with the sequencer, reverse, forward, backwards. You can choose your last step, what have you, by simply just pushing this button. But on top of all of the brilliance of this sequencer, the cherry on top is the chaining of the patterns. So, and I'll show that in my jam. But basically what you do is you just simply hold down this button, push however many times you want this pattern to play. You can choose any other pattern, but I'll just pick this one and go back to this, and that's how it's going to play. And to simply break the pattern, just select another pattern. but you get the idea. So I'm going to get into the jam, showcase some of these features and how everything works together so nicely. Yeah, hope you enjoy the video, hope you enjoy the jam. Pop over to Perfect Circuit to get more details on the Precision Disruptor by Anti-Kulture. Next, I'll randomize the groove. Next, I'll randomize the melody. Now I'm going to use these sliders here to change the variation from the bass pattern that I randomized. So I'll add notes, take away notes, shift the octave up and down on the fly. All right, so here I am going to chain some patterns together. Yeah, this sequencer is so performative. It's a lot of fun to be able to just come up with something interesting on the fly and keep jamming and creating, whether you're recording it in the studio to later use in a track, or whether you're using this in a live performance.